Okay, yesterday in insurance claims, I have explained 15th problem. Okay, now I am starting life insurance accounts. Very important chapter. Weightage 12 plus 4, 16 marks. Life insurance accounts. Life insurance accounts. Okay. Insurance businesses actually two types. One is life insurance, second one general insurance. General insurance again three types. One is fire insurance, second one marine insurance, third one burglary. Fire insurance thing, but if there is any fire accidents on your stock, on your assets, then you can claim that amount. That is fire insurance. Marine insurance nothing but on water damage. On water, if you take any policy for damage by the water, at that time you can claim the amount. That is called marine insurance on ocean and water. Third one, burglary. Burglary nothing but theft. If any goods theft by the thieves, at that you can get some amount from the insurance company. So that is burglary. So I will explain later in separate chapter here in general insurance. But now our chapter is life insurance accounts. Already in PLI class I have explained insurance policies and about life insurance. Once again, in our life insurance nothing but on our life, if you take any policy, that is called life insurance policy. For damage of life, if you take any policy, so that is called life insurance policy. But here two types of policies are there. Broadly you can divide it two types, main policies. One is old life insurance policy, second one endowment life insurance policy. Endowment life insurance policy nothing but the period of death whichever is earlier. Every year or every quarterly, monthly, half yearly or yearly, you have to pay the premium to the insurance company. 15 years, 20 years, whatever maybe the period is there. Upon that period, you have to pay the amount. The before period of the policy, if the person will die, the nominee will get the amount. Otherwise, the person will get the amount and he can enjoy the amount with that amount. So, whichever is earlier, either period or death, it is endowment policy. But whereas whole life policy, till the death of that person, the policy holder, he has to pay the premiums to the insurance company. After death of that person, the nominee will receive that amount from the insurance company. So, he cannot enjoy with that amount. But for sacrifice is there. After death also, the family members will be saved by that person. That's why he will decide like that we can take the whole life policy. So like that two types of policies are there. But life insurance accounts, it is service motive concern. That's why they will prepare revenue account as well as balance sheet. But Insurance Regulation Act, they will use some schedules. 1 to 4 schedules used for revenue account, 5th to 14 schedules used for balance sheet. You have to buy out these all schedules. So first I will explain 1 to 4 schedules. So here 1 to 4 schedules. According to this 1 to 4 schedules, you have to prepare the revenue account. First of all, I will write the pro forma of the revenue account. Then I will explain the each and every information. So pro forma of revenue account. Just like bank accounts pro forma, bank accounts from loss account pro forma. I have explained in bank accounts. Serial number, particulars, schedule number, current year, previous year. Okay, first serial number 1, income. How can but you are assuming that you are a manager of the LIC office, then you can get some idea. So premium received, this is schedule number 1. Then other income. In other income, consideration for guarantees granted, consideration for guarantees granted. There is no schedule. You can write this one. Amount you can write directly. Interest, dividends, and rents. This amount you can write. Revival fees, fines. So these are some incomes. Total A. Total A. Now second one, commission paid. Commission paid, schedule number 2. And management expenses or operating expenses. Number 3, find this total. This is called total B. This is called total B. Continuation. Third one, benefits paid. Benefits paid, schedule number 4, only one amount. Total C. Fourth point, surplus. How can you get surplus? A minus B minus C. You can get something amount. Some amount that is called surplus. So like that, this is pro forma. Okay, see, I will explain. As a insurance company manager, how can you get the income? So the policy holders will pay the premium to the insurance company. That premium amount is income to you. So that is schedule number 2, schedule number 1, premium received. So after getting the premium amount from the policy holders, that amount will be invested in somewhere. Then they may get some interest or dividends. If they purchase shares, they may get dividends. If they invest in somewhere, they may get some interest. So that is interest, dividends and rents. That is income. Next one, consideration for annuities granted. Consideration for annuities granted nothing but some people will invest some bulk amount in the insurance company, lump sum amount. Suppose one person, X person is there, he invested 1 lakh rupees or 1 crore rupees in insurance company. So that amount income to you. But every year you have to pay some amount for requirement of day-to-day expenditure to that person. That is called annuities. That annuities expenditure to you, that amount you can post in benefits paid. That is expenditure. So the policy holder will pay some lump sum amount. That is called consideration for annuities granted is income. So these are all income. And sometimes the insurance company will allot the fees, fines. These are all some incomes to you. This is total income, total A. Then second one, commission paid. Commission paid nothing but here one person is there between insurance company and policy holder. Who is that person? Agent. Agent will allot the policies from the policy holders for sake of getting some commission. So that commission you have to pay. Insurance company manager, as insurance company manager, you have to pay some amount to the agent. That amount is called commission. That commission paid sheet number 2. Then management expenses. To run the insurance company, you have to spend some expenditures. What are the expenditures? Advertisements, salaries, staff salaries, printing, stationery. These are all some expenditures. Rent, taxes. So these are all some management expenses, sheet number 3. Now these two amounts add, that is called total B. Now third one, benefits paid. Benefits paid nothing but why the policy holder take insurance policy from your company. What type of benefits you are providing to the policy holders? First of all, claims paid. Claims paid nothing but at the end of the period or at the end of the maturity or at the end of at the time of death, the insurance company will pay some amount to the policy holder. That amount is called claim. That is expenditure. So that amount you can take in benefits paid. And one more, you are paying along with policy claims, you are also paying some bonus. That bonus also expenditure to you. That is benefit to the policy holder. Bonuses here, 3 types bonus are there. One is bonus paid in cash, reversionary bonus. Third one, bonus in reduction of premium. Like 3 types of bonuses are there. The 3 types you can write in benefits paid. Reversionary bonus paid in cash nothing but in cash they are paying bonus. Reversionary bonus nothing but along with claims the insurance company will pay the bonus. That is called reversionary bonus. Third one, bonus paid in reduction of premium. Bonus paid in reduction of premium nothing but at the 31st December, actually I have to, as a policy holder, I have to pay premium to insurance company, 5,000 rupees. At the same time, the insurance company will allot some bonus to the policy holder, 2,000 rupees suppose. Then I have to pay 3,000 rupees for adjustment, 5,000 from 5,000 rupees, that bonus 2,000 rupees deducted, then only 3,000 rupees I have to pay. So that is called bonus in reduction of premium. So these are all, and I have explained certain annuities. Annuities nothing but the lump sum amount will be paid by the policy holder the insurance company will pay some amount every year or every month for requirement of day-to-day expenses. So that is annuities. So that is fourth. And surrender value. Surrender value nothing but after 3-4 payments paid by the policy holder, the policy holder will discontinue that policy. At that time, the insurance company will pay some amount to the policy holder. That is surrender value. So these are all some benefits paid by the insurance company to the policy holder. You have to post it. Schedule number 4th. This total C. Now surplus nothing but A is income, B and C expenditure. A minus B minus C, you can get some surplus amount. So this is revenue account pro forma. I will explain balance sheet later. One or two sums completed after complete up to one or two sums. I will explain balance sheet. First take essay first problem. Page number F24. Page number F24. First problem. From the following figure, prepare revenue account in the statutory form of the Star Assurance Company Limited for the year ended 31st March 2004. Claims by death paid, claims by maturity paid, premiums, consideration for annuities granted, annuities paid, expense of management, commission, interest, dividends, rent, net, income tax deducted source, surrenders, amount of life assurance fund at the beginning of the year, outstanding death claims at the beginning of the year, outstanding death claims at the end of the year. So, in bank accounts, you have to prepare roughly 4 schedules. You have to post that amount. And the final answers you can take in revenue account. So here I will write in working notes. Schedule number 1. Premium received. Premium received. Schedule number 2. Commission paid. Same bank accounts model. Schedule number 3. Management expenses. You write clearly. I don't have space. Fourth one, benefits paid. Schedule number 4. Next, other income. There is no schedule. Okay. First one, see. Claims by death paid. Claims by death paid nothing but it is a benefits paid. Fourth. Claims by death. How much this amount? 1,42,000. But see, at the end of the problem, outstanding death claims at the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year nothing but last year amount. Last year amount minus. Last year outstanding. Outstanding at the beginning. How much this amount? 22,000. 22,000 minus 1,40,000. Then Last point, outstanding death claims at the end of the year. This is this year. So add current year outstanding 16,000, 1,56,000. Okay. Now claims by maturity paid. So this is also claims paid. Claims by maturity. Fourth schedule. Claims by maturity. How much is amount of 70,200. You take textbook and observe. Next, premiums. This is income. Schedule number 1. Premiums. How much is amount? 14 lakhs 12,100. Consideration for annuities granted. This is other income. So right here. Consideration for annuities granted. Uh, 1,64,000. Okay. Next. Annuities paid. Annuities paid nothing but fourth schedule. Benefits paid. Annuities paid 106,900. 106,900. Expense of management. This is third year. Management expenses. Management expenses third 79,400. Next, commission second schedule 19,140. Interest, dividend, rent. This is other income. Other income, but I don't have place. I will write here. Interest, dividends. How much the amount of interest dividends? 195,700. 195,700. But see here, he has given net income tax deducted source. Income tax deducted source nothing. But if it is net amount, add that income tax. If it is gross amount, even though if the income tax is given, don't consider. Ignore that amount. So now net is given, so you can add income tax. If he has given gross, ignore that income tax amount. 12,400. How much is this amount of 195,700 plus 12,400. 2 lakhs 208,100. Okay. Next one now. Surrenders. Surrenders nothing but it is benefits paid. Fourth schedule. Surrenders 26,300. The amount of life assurance fund at the beginning of the year. Every time don't take this one. This is actually it is 60 schedule. Don't take. That's all. Remaining two amounts we get considered. We have taken. So find this total. All schedules total. Find the fourth schedule total. First schedule same amount. 14 lakhs 12,100 per schedule. Second schedule total same amount 19,140. Third schedule same 79,400. Don't add the other incomes. Separately can take. Fourth schedule total amount 2,52,500. Now use this pro forma. You have to write separately, but in this pro forma you will fill the amounts. Okay, first income. Now revenue, first problem, revenue account, page number F24, page number F24, first problem, revenue account, income, premium district schedule number 1, how much this amount of 14 lakhs 12,100. Then other income, consideration for antis granted, eroded 1,64,000. Directly can take, there is no schedule number, 1,64,000. Next, interest to dividends and rents, I wrote here 208,100. So take here 208,100. Okay. There is no revival fees. Fines also, there is no fines. Fund is total. These three amounts 200, 4, 17 7,84,200. 7,84,200. Now commission paid, second schedule commission paid how much? 19,140. Management expense schedule number 3, 79,400. Fund is total 540, 8, 9, 98, 540. You write clearly in your notebook 98, 540. Now benefits paid fourth schedule 250 to 500. So you can take this amount 250 to 500. Now total also same 250 to 500. Now surplus A minus B minus C. From this amount you deduct this amount 98, 540 and 250 to 500 minus 1346, 260 you may get 1346, 260. Verify this answer. 1346, 260. So like that you have to do the revenue accounts. Okay. See second problem same somewhere, but here in this problem interest to dividend and rent gross amount is given and income tax on above 11,420 also has given, but gross amount has given, that's why income tax in above ignore, don't take 11,420 rupees, and the life assurance fund at the beginning of the year also don't take. Remaining amount you consider and prepare first of all working notes. These schedules amount fill in the revenue account. So second sum also you can do. Okay na? Tomorrow I will explain balance sheet problems.